we begin our meditation together as always by bringing our awareness to our breath. For here we breathe not only the air that we breathe, but the light and love of spirit which is in the air that we breathe. We simply breathe. As you breathe, you feel the light entering into your being, merging into the cells of your body as your body begins to relax, to let go. You breathe into the body. You feel the sensations within your body, how all within is transforming, transmuting, each cell changing, transforming to hold higher light. And we do nothing, we simply breathe, for we learn to surrender to the light within, to the divine self. As gradually we see the difference between the ego personality and the divine self. The divine self is more easily recognized when we are in our heart space. The ego personality, of course, always in the mind. And we come to this place within, more in touch with our divine self, through using our breath to lead us inwards and centering ourselves around our heart space. As we move into the heart space, as the heart energy grows within, as our hearts become softer, more gentle, more fragile, so our awareness begins to shift. The emotions, feelings that we have about our existence, about our life upon this planet, begin to change. And one could say we begin to see the world in a new light. For it is the light which is changing us. Light is love, and love is light. As we rest within, as we begin to let go more deeply, simply allow yourself to merge more deeply into the light. You may see the brilliance of the light merging into you, entering into your central column, into your heart, throughout your body, and above and below. Let us focus now upon this light as we absorb it ever more deeply into our being, absorbing more and more light, becoming satiated with light as we focus upon the light, as we remain centered in our heart space, ego, personality and thoughts having drifted away, and we move into the silence of the light. There is really nothing else required of us but to surrender to the light. It is the light of self, the light of our true being, the consciousness of the divine self. And this consciousness, uniquely mine, uniquely one's own, is also a part of the whole consciousness of the universe. Through this consciousness, we connect to all that is. As you continue to breathe into your hearts, as you continue to focus upon the light, as you enter more deeply within, so you connect more deeply with Source that lies deep within the heart. Everyone has this connection. It is simply for us to allow this connection. We find ourselves feeling more peaceful as the Arcturians bring us into greater balance, bring us into a higher alignment, that we may receive these higher frequencies. For they may be very fine, and yet the higher the frequency, the finer, the more gentle they appear to be. There is no force here. That is of the third dimension. And we move into this light, into higher realms of reality, higher realms of existence. We all love to receive light. It is a beautiful feeling. It brings peace, beauty and bliss. And the more times that we spend in surrender to the light, the more our ascension is accelerated. Feel how much more light your body has taken in since this meditation began. Light is love, love is light. And I chose that photo on your screen because there is much love energy there. And of course, the water there carries emotion. And of course, so much purification is taking place through the emotions which have muddied the waters. But as the light enters, it is immediately transformed. It is through moving ever more deeply within that more and more opens before us. It is through finding the innermost depths within one's heart that one's connection to Source blossoms. And as it does so, the Christed light fills our being, all our actions, and all that we see and perceive in this reality. But as you breathe, your body responds, relaxing more deeply, letting go more deeply, for it is through letting go that all is given, that all is revealed. As we gaze upon ourselves, so new insights reveal themselves, new aspects of self. We enter into the subconscious which needs to become conscious. For the subconscious holds not only what we may refer to as our darker sides, the negative side, but the subconscious also holds the magic, the mystical, and the beauty of our more spiritual side. So let us now, through our third eye, with the help of the Arcturians, as we pour love from our hearts through our third eye, we focus upon the planet Pluto. Pluto is the great revealer, revealing to us the hidden depths within, the mystical, the spiritual. Allow the energy of Pluto to fill you as you feel the consciousness of Pluto deep within your being. For it is through our hearts that we make these connections to other beings. And you feel Pluto surrounding you, filling your heart, as you simply focus begins to take you back, to Source. As more is revealed, you begin to return to one's own beingness, one's original connection to Source as part of Source. And we feel within us this connection that I am part of Source, the beauty of it, to be able to free oneself from separation into this wonderful feeling within of being at one with Source, part of the consciousness of the whole, yet still retaining one's own individuality. Allow this experience to grow within. And you continue to surrender to the divine. It is the ego self, of course, that must surrender. How wonderful it is to experience this return, to be one with the love light, one with Source, one with the universal consciousness of all that is. For it is beautiful. It is the Christed light. Lord Sananda is holding this energy for us, which he receives from the cosmic Christ, Lord Maitreya. And we are now able, our frequency having risen sufficiently, sufficient clearings having been made of lower vibrations, we are now able to receive personally the Christed light. Divine love, unconditional compassion, detachment, non-judgment. For here at this level, all simply is as it is. We surrender our judgments. We surrender our limitations and our attachments and are open to the divine and a reality which we have been veiled from for so long. And yet the yearning lies within, soon to blossom, to burst forth. Allow yourselves to feel, to experience the love of Christ, which is in the very light that you absorb. Take a deep breath into your hearts. A circle illumined in the light of Christ, your light body, descending over you. The illumination of yourself, the being of light. And as the light becomes finer, so we move upwards beyond the density of the third dimension, and there is no end to how far we can go, and the way is through love, through light, moving ever more deeply within. So be at peace with yourself. Accept the love contained within the light. And know that all is in divine order. As you ground these energies passing through you into the earth, into Gaia, she is also returning to her connection to Source. Be grounded, be centered, be anchored into the third dimension and anchored above into the higher realms.